Hi friends, today we are going to explore the world's top 10 most developed countries as of 2024 in this video. What does it mean to be a resident of a developed nation? Living in a developed country gives you access to everything you could possibly need for a luxurious lifestyle, including top-notch healthcare and education. You can envision anything you desire. High life expectancy on average. Contrary to the least developed countries, you can imagine a more prosperous, tranquil, and well-off existence for yourself and your family, complete with plenty of work options, leisure facilities, and overall satisfaction. How can one assess a nation's level of development? The Human Development Index, or HDI for short, was created by the United Nations in the early 1990s and is the most often used criterion for classifying the world's most developed nations. When assessing a nation's social and economic progress, it considers four key factors: life expectancy at birth, gross national income per capita, mean years of education, and predicted years of schooling. The countries with the highest Human Development Index, HDI, stand out from the others. Let us explore the world's 10 most developed nations, with the following nations being ranked according to the Human Development Index, or HDI. Prior to beginning this video on the top 10 most developed nations in the world by 2024, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon. Now, let's take a closer look at each of the top 10 most developed nations in the world. Number 10. Netherlands. As one of the richest nations in the world, the Netherlands boasts a strong economy with a GDP per capita of $57,600 and a GDP of $1.01 trillion. Its average life expectancy is 81 years, and its infant mortality rate is 4 deaths for every 1,000 live births. Although their environmental quality is below average, their life and health expectancies are comparable to those of other developed nations. The Netherlands also scores highly in terms of work-life balance, with nearly 0% of its population reporting long hours at the office, compared to the global average of 10%. Number 9. Germany. Germany's economy, driven by a highly trained labor force, is the strongest in Europe and the fourth largest in the world. It is well known for providing high-quality goods including electronics, machinery, drugs, and cars, which helps it maintain its position in the world economy. Germany expects a rebound, projecting 1.5% growth in 2024, despite a predicted 0.3% GDP contraction in 2023. With more exports than imports in 2019, the nation achieved the second-largest surplus economy in the world, behind only China. But in 2022, a change came about as a result of rising food and energy costs, ending the trend of surplus since the early 1990s. Amazingly, Germany has reclaimed its status as a surplus economy by the end of 2022. The country has a low infant mortality rate of 3 deaths per 1,000 live births and an 81-year life expectancy as of 2024. A cornerstone of German society is universal healthcare, with nearly all citizens having access to sickness funds that pay for necessary prescription drugs and medical services. Number 8. Ireland. Ireland, a small country, has a high GDP per capita of $1,170, making it the fifth highest in the world over the past 10 years. The country offers favorable tax treatment, which has attracted many multinational corporations to open offices there thanks to OECD agreements, but they announced in 2021 that they would be raising taxes soon, starting in 2024. The services sector accounts for 60% of the GDP of the nation, with the agriculture sector making up the remaining 39%. They have a low infant mortality rate of 3 deaths per 1,000 live births and an 82-year life expectancy. The nation has also invested a significant amount in education and has a workforce that is highly educated and skilled, which has drawn long-term foreign investment. Residents also have access to a range of public health services, such as hospital care and medical treatments that are provided for free or at a reduced cost. Number 7. Sweden. Sweden is a developed country with a varied export-driven economy, meaning that the value of products exported is greater than the value of goods imported. Sweden has attained economic prosperity, as seen by its outstanding GDP per capita of $61,000 and high level of living. The nation is known for providing a higher standard of living and for having one of the lowest unemployment rates in the world, even though it has the highest income tax rate. Sweden offers free healthcare and free higher education to all of its residents, with an average of 20 years of free education per person, in line with many of its European competitors. The country has a low infant mortality rate of 2 deaths per 1,000 live births and an 82-year life expectancy. Sweden's enviable standing as a developed nation is largely due to its progressive policies toward gender equality and environmental sustainability. Number 6. France. France is a wealthy country with a well-established social market economy that is mostly fueled by tourism and the production of pharmaceuticals. Distinguished from its worldwide peers, the nation actively participates in multilateral programs targeted at promoting economic development and mitigating poverty. France does exceptionally well on the Better Life Index, demonstrating strong public services and an excellent work-life balance for its population. Notably, healthcare is both affordable and easily accessible to all lawful inhabitants, including those who are unemployed at the moment. Being a country that prioritizes population well-being and provides a good quality of life, France has an impressive life expectancy of 83 years, which is higher than the OECD average of 81 years. Number 5. Australia. Australia has one of the largest mixed market economies in the world. Its main industries are mining, health, education, finance, construction, and manufacturing. The country's GDP has grown faster than that of any other advanced nation, and its GDP per capita is high. The country's life expectancy is also high, at 83.2 years, which is not surprising given its public hospital system, which offers all citizens free or inexpensive medical care, if any, with little to no cost sharing. Number 4. Denmark. According to the Human Development Index, HDI, Denmark is the 4th most developed nation in the world because its score is higher than 0.9. Denmark is considered one of the most developed nations in the world because of its sophisticated modern mixed economy, which is rated 19th in the world in terms of GDP PPP per capita and has the highest level of income equality. The life expectancy in Denmark is 79.5 years, with 77 men and 82 women. It is the simplest place in Europe to do business, has the freest labor market, minimal startup costs, and a good standard of living. Denmark is also high by workers' rights and economic freedom. Number 3. Canada. Canada is a highly developed nation with one of the largest economies in the world. Its diverse economic base is fueled by a wealth of natural resources, such as coal and gas oil, which it uses to support its own energy needs and exports to other countries, including the United States. Canada also boasts a sizable mining, manufacturing, and real estate sector, as well as being home to some of the largest tech hubs in the world. Not only do they have a huge and diverse talent pool, but they also spend more on education than other nations, which contributes to the IT sector's continuous growth. Since healthcare is seen as a basic right, it is also provided without charge. Number 2. Belgium. Belgium is a developed nation with a modern, highly advanced economy. It also boasts extremely high standards for healthcare, education, and quality of life. The nation was among the first in Europe to experience the Industrial Revolution, and although GDP growth has slowed recently, its economy is based primarily on the service and industrial sectors. It is a global leader in the chemical, plastics, metalworking, pharmaceutical, and food industries. Additionally, it is one of the largest radium and zinc processors, copper, lead, and cobalt. Number 1. Norway. Which of the top 10 most developed countries in the world by 2024 is your favorite? Norway is one of the richest and most developed nations in the world and is frequently regarded as the most developed. In addition to having a highly educated labor force, they are rich in natural resources like gas, oil, and minerals. What's more, they have an abundance of forests and hydroelectric power. Their rich economy also contributes to their high standard of living. They have a free and accessible healthcare system,